I'll start by creating a simple array here at the top, 1, 2, 3. And then I'll just log out the length. And it shouldn't be surprising that if I hit run, we see 3. As explained a few seconds ago, 3 is the length here since we have 3 elements. I access an element by using squared brackets after the variable, so after array in this case, and then specifying the index I want to access. For example, 1 to access the second element. If I now hit run, you see 3 as a length, and then 2, which is the second element, accessed through index 1, since the index starts at 0. I'll print out the complete array here, but before doing this, I want to try something. What happens if I access my array and I access the index 1, so this element here, and I set this equal to 100? What do you think will happen if I hit run? Well, you get a new array, 1, 100, and 3. So we just replaced the second element with 100, which of course is possible. You can not only access elements to print them out, you can also replace them like this. What happens if I replace the element with the index 3 with 100? Remember, we only have 3 items in this array, therefore the highest index available is 2. What do you think will show up in the console if I click run? 1, 2, 3, and then 100. Because I entered a new value like this. Remember earlier in the course when I tried to access values in the array which weren't there? We didn't get an error, we got undefined. So you can kind of think of an array as an infinite collection where all unoccupied places are simply undefined. And therefore, if I access the element with the index 3, I'm just replacing one undefined space with an actual value. Now, of course, JavaScript is a bit more efficient than polluting your memory with infinite arrays, but you can think of this to understand how accessing arrays work. Therefore, if I replace 3 with 5, so I try to replace the element with an index of 5 with 100, you'll notice that the elements between 3 and the new element aren't touched. So what do you think will now print? 1, 2, 3, undefined, undefined, 100. So I'm just leaving out these 2 elements here, and I replace the 6th element in my array. And again, this is because you can think of this array as being filled up with undefined spaces. And I'm just replacing the space with the index 6. And I'm not touching the spaces with index 4 or 5. Excuse me, 3 or 4. I'm replacing index 5. So this is how you can work with arrays and replace or access their elements.